Hi, my name is Gibson, and I'm the creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about how to communicate your fears to the anxious, preoccupied individual if you are the dismissive avoidant and you want to share like your concerns, your needs, your fears, and just want to be able to like get some of this stuff across to your partner in a relationship. So these are the things that will help you basically be able to get heard, get your needs met more effectively, and some just like starting tools. If you want to do a deeper dive into more tools, we have very full length courses that are webinar style format that are like, we can see the slides, the notes, everything. And they are the AP and DA relationship and how to make the relationship work and move the needles so it can thrive and last and all these different things. So you can check that out for free for 7 days by clicking the link in the description box below. And we also have it for all the different attachment style combinations that have the most challenges in the relationship. So 2FAs, APDA, DAFA, APFA, and then a more generalized version as well. So for the other attachment style types. So anyways, number one of the first and most important things is to be reinforcing and validating when communicating. I always recommend like the sandwich approach with the anxious preoccupied, where you just start by saying like, hey, I feel like we're in a great place and I'm really enjoying our relationship, but there's something I want to work on. Here's what it is. And, thank you. And following up by like having something positive at the end and starting with something reassuring specifically. Like, I don't just mean the sandwich approach, like give a compliment and then say something and then give a compliment. I mean, like start by also giving the beginning of your sandwich should be something specifically reinforcing and validating about not leaving the relationship or not abandoning. And if you start with that, what happens is the AP is more likely to be present in the interaction and hear you fully. Sometimes the AP, though they can be so great at hearing people and seeing people, will lose sight of what their partner is feeling when they are triggered, right? Because it's like, if I'm really triggered and scared and I think you're leaving me, and then you try to talk to me, I'm kind of too focused on like that you might leave me and that about to happen, that sometimes I can't really be present with you and really hear what you're saying because I'm in my head worrying because my own fears and wounds are activated, which is quite fair, honestly. So by doing that first, you also sort of help to ensure that you will be better heard, because you start off leading that way by saying, I really appreciate our relationship, but here's something I just want us to work on so we can grow together more. And then, the person can really be present and available to hear you. Number two, it can be very effective to actually follow that up and say, if your AP partner is worrying too much, to say, hey, I need some empathy and understanding from you right now. I need you to see how I would feel the way I do, or why I need the thing that I need, depending on what you're communicating about, given what you know about me. And the reason that we do this again is because APs sometimes when they're triggered will project from their perspective. So because they would need connection when someone else needs space, they think, well, if you need space, then you must not like me, right? If you need space when I would need connection right now, well, geez, if I needed space, I wouldn't like someone. And so we tend to assume that people are operating in a similar sort of like set of programs to us, when really people have such unique needs and such unique subconscious programs at work, that if you ever feel as a DA that you're not getting through to your AP loved one, you can just remind them, hey, I need you to see me from understanding what you know about me, not by thinking of like what you might need in the situation right now. So that can be very beneficial. Another thing is to give context for things. So when you, for example, are going to go away for a weekend or go with friends or something like that, to give context, to say like, this is for me to recharge. This is for me to XYZ. The more there's context, the less personalization will occur. And by personalization, I mean the AP making it mean that they're not good enough. So let's say you're going away with your friends and you don't invite your AP partner. A great thing to say would be like, hey, it's because nobody else was inviting their partners. And like, I'm just catching up with my friends and wanted to be present with them for a little bit. The more you can just give context and insight into why you do what you do, even just a little bit, the more regulating it is for the anxious, preoccupied individual. Also, the more you can make them feel like wanted and cared for ahead of time by being reassuring, validating, giving words of affirmation, compliments, even just a little bit of physical affection when communicating, like holding hands, rubbing their back, whatever it might be, the more you can give those little things ahead of time proactively, the more effective communication is going to go. I always find that people butt heads the most in communication when there's already unmet needs in the background versus when each other's needs are met that are important to them. And then the communication happens, both parties have a lot easier of a time not taking it personally, and being more present, available, and wanting to do the work to move the needle in the relationship for what their partner is working to get seen or heard or understood about. So these are some high-level tools. Again, there's so much more to talk about around all of this stuff. If you want to do a deeper dive, you can check out for free for 7 days the APDA relationship dynamic by going into the school when you enter, and then going into the webinar library and then searching past webinars and specifically doing anxious, preoccupied, dismissive, avoidant relationship when you type it in. And you'll see that webinar come up and you'll see all this stuff with all notes, and it will cover, it's like 2 hours long. So you'll see lots of good information in there. And there's more to come that we're doing live each week as well. So stay tuned for that also. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video.